that I couldn't get anything, and I said, yes I can, I just immortalized the wing. Down there is England. We'll zoom it up close. Oh, I can't pick it up. Wait. We're in England now. I don't want to put on me much longer.
And I don't want to see that sweet.
You're taking dope. I'm joking. Okay. Okay, this is London Underground. We're going to the Tower of London with Gordon, Mitzi, Harry. Other Londoners. Good people. Turn around, Gordon. That's a good. Oh, give me that. Yeah. Maybe salad from Egypt. Thank you.
Vai que eu te pego aí embaixo, te filma aí embaixo. Aí é o castelo da rainha. Agora ele tá meio...
The bottom is 11 feet thick, tapering to 8 at the top. It has 2 circular chambers, which are quite unique in that there is no connecting stairway between them at all. As you can imagine, due to the very construction of this tower, has held some extremely important prisoners, to name but a few. There was Sir Thomas More, maybe better known to some of you as the man for all seasons, one-time Lord Chancellor of England, and a very good friend of King Henry VIII. He was imprisoned in the lower chamber. You can see the narrow outlet of that chamber. At the same time, Paul's good friend John Fisher, the Fish Tower of London, rather than by the narrow dusty streets, which are little more than tracks, where his prisoners could be waylaid and set free, and his provisions stolen. By breaching the outer wall, his boats could come in, and his prisoners and provisions could be offloaded in safety. However, by breaching the outer wall, of course he seriously weakened the defences of the Tower of London. Through orders for the construction of a tower to be built above that gate, having had 2 records to the act. Behind you, ladies and gentlemen, there you can see the bloody tower. Once more, it wasn't always called the bloody tower. It used to be called the Garden Tower, as it overlooked the Lieutenant of the Tower's garden. Because of the many technical... Hole at the bottom is 15 feet thick, tapering to 11 at the top. On each corner we have a turret. 3 are square, 1 is round. On the top of each turret there is a weather vane surmounted by a crown. From the cable position you can also see the royal coat of arms.
You just get this out of the way, dear. This is the Royal Fusilier Museum. Okay, images of the tower, still in the Tower of London. Knight in armor, as is his horse. Okay, here's Mary. Did she want me to take this? We're still in the Tower of London. Here's one of the beef eaters. Tour guides and guards, all must be 20-year retired military veterans. It's nearing closing time, so everybody's about ready to leave. This is the Bloody Tower where so many people... You what the hell is it? Recording and...
Ja. Vielleicht kannst du umsteigen.
Traffic's as bad as used to.
Ja. Ich glaube, ich weiß, dass die ganze Zeit ganz sitzen und leben halt sich drüber, warum halt nicht sehen zu können. Komm, lass mich warum halt immer das keine Hotels wird. Bus. Yeah, that's it.
And they have some bouncy films. Look at the consulate.
Das ist schwarz. Mein Kind ist froh, dass ich nicht dabei bin. McDonald's, not over there.
Yeah, I'm getting all these things and then no place like home.
Inside you'll find portraits ranging from Richard II, Chaucer and Shakespeare, to Delwyn and Beatrix Potter.
Recording it for...
Ahead of us, slightly to our right, facing the bus, is South Africa House, a country around the South Square London, repeat the second class with the matter, so it needs to be safe. You need to show it, you board the bus. Buses always pick up and exactly the same place as you leave it. And please check with the driver the times of later buses. We hope you're enjoying going round London with us today. We'd like to make it possible for you to take some of this home with you. In our London Strides, that's Tour of London photo album, we have many pages of glorious powerful photographs together with its
I'm getting some terrific shots of Mary's head.
wonderful book is available from the driver, price £3.50. So take a little bit of London back home with you, see your driver, and for £3.50 a glorious colour brochure of
What did you say, Mary?
Oh, is that right?
What do you say about Texas?
Stressful.
Yeah, it's usually how to
I got it.
Baby Andy's got privileges downtown too. It's a good spot to be.
I actually considered doing my residency at Hopkins. And I decided that I would die on my own. I was sure I would die on
I
my
did
own.
next year for 1 year. With my children for 1 year.
which is just around the corner.
Should we put a microphone on the speaker?
Nah, we can hear it.
There's a walking tour guide in there.
Distracting me, boy.
And so we turn away from St James's Palace into...
I am, man. Jordan, I'm glad you spotted me. I've already got them, Mary.
Anthony House, built in 1771 and home of the first Duke of Wellington. Its official postal address was No. 1 Piccadilly, but the Duke was so loved by Londoners it was always known as No. 1 London. With the exception of Edward V and Edward VIII, the last coronation was for Queen Elizabeth II and lasted for 4 hours. It was...
That's good, Mary. That's good, Mary. Mary, it's good. It's good.
at the House of Lords at the Palace of Westminster.
I'm getting it, Mary.
Here the great affairs of state are debated and decided upon, and this particular building was designed by Sir Charles Barry, with detailed drawings by Augustus Puget. It was opened by Queen Victoria in 1852 and covers an area of 8 acres. There are 11 courtyards, 100 staircases, and over 1,000 rooms, all connected by 2 miles of passageways. And indeed, the riverside facade, which we can see there now, is 940 feet long. The square tower at this end of the building is the Victoria Tower. It's the tallest Gothic tower in the world. And if there's a flag flying there, then we know that the House of Commons is sitting. At night, there will also be a light at the top of Big Ben, which is the first Royal Gardeners, who incidentally are buried there, as is Captain Bligh, who survived the mutiny on the Bounty to become equally unpopular as Governor of New South Wales, before Westminster Bridge. And on our right-hand side, we're passing County Hall, the home of local government in London from 1911 until its abolition in 1986. County Hall is now empty and is being redeveloped, with apartments, a leisure centre and a hotel. We're now on Westminster Bridge, looking directly ahead to the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. Our tour bus stops here. If you'd like to alight and take a look around, then please make sure you have your ticket with you. This is Westminster Bridge.
Well, if she does, then
You can stand up now.
are you taking a picture of it right now?
16 feet high above London. Quite a strong London, exceptional accuracy. But when it was finished, the tower wasn't ready. The bell was cast in Stockton-upon-Tees in the north of England and delivered by boat. But the sound of the chimes was awful. They doubled the weight of the clapper. Government buildings on both sides. The large white building to our right is the Ministry's Defence. Shortly we shall be started, either by the Queen's Life Guard or by the Blues of the Royal.
Getting it.
There is a guard changing ceremony here at 11 o'clock every day, at 10 o'clock on Sundays, but after 4 o'clock the horses are put to bed and the guard remains here on foot. Nelson's Column is situated in Trafalgar Square, named after the famous battle, as a monument to the men and officers who lost their lives there. Admiral Lord Nelson lost his life at the height of the victory. The Trafalgar Square line...
What's that, a homeless person? I was doing it for the recording, I said, what is that, a homeless person?
We can see the Royal Courts of Justice. This is the highest civil court in the land, and there are... On the right-hand side, we can see Twining's Tea Shop, where Her Majesty the Queen has a city of London, details of the government, and even its own Lord Mayor.
The temple board is dumping all the
Okay, St. Paul's Cathedral.
Here for St. Paul's Cathedral, and make sure you keep it. And as we make our way onto London Bridge itself, we can see on our left Tower Bridge, perhaps the most famous of them all. It's the last bridge across the Thames in London, and it's been carrying traffic for 100 years. Tower Bridge is the one that opens in the middle.
I got it.
The entire roadway and pavement open to allow tall ships to pass underneath. You also have a wonderful view. There is no passport here in London. She is the last surviving cruiser in World War II and was built in 1938. Now she is a floating museum.
I told Mary, tell me when to turn it on, Mary.
Is the old Tower Bridge window which is now open again as part of the Tower Bridge Museum, river in this direction by bridge. East of here, all such crossings are by ferry or by tunnel. Beyond here, to our right, is the thriving London Docklands, the Thames flood barrier and Greenwich. The Tower of London, which we shall see on our left, has been a fortress, a prison, a mint, a zoo and a royal residence. It is the oldest continuously occupied fortress in Europe. In the centre we can see the White Tower, which is the oldest part of the Tower of London, dating from 1078, where it dominated the surrounding area. Later kings added to the tower, principally Henry III and Edward I.
Charles the First. Okay, Charles the First.
Coventry Street near Leicester Square.
I got it. Yes, ma'am. Abraham Lincoln Monument in the middle of London. Okay, the Abraham Lincoln Monument in London, England. Okay, Jan Christian Smuts. Up close. Closer. He's the head of South Africa. Over here is Churchill. Although we can't get a front view because of this construction. Okay, Mary and I stopped in the park for an afternoon picnic. Let's see the pigeons. We got to see the pigeons. Here are the pigeons. A bunch of moochers. They gave us some crackers. Part of our food. Okay, here's Big Ben, Parliament buildings. What's that, Westminster Abbey? Westminster Abbey?
Porch Corner.
Where? Where's Porch Corner? Porch Corner? That's a little better. There we go. Okay, this is the famous Westminster Abbey. Been here over 1,000 years. Immortalized by the Beatles. Mary. Okay.
Today, visitors come.
We're still at Westminster Abbey. Okay. These are kings. Past kings of England. It is Oliver Cromwell. Okay, Richard Lighthearted, and behind us, House of Commons, the Houses of Parliament.
Go across the street.
And here,
And you see the back of Westminster Abbey.
okay, and here are
Bobby's.
British bobbies, a policeman. Okay, we're coming around so we can see some good traffic. There's the back of Westminster Abbey.
Which houses the boys' choir.
Which houses the boys' choir.
Porch Corner.
And Poets' Corner. Graveyard of all the poet laureates of England. And great poets who weren't poet laureates.
This is correct, it's part of it too, yeah. This is wonderful building, isn't it? This is the house. Lovely building.
Oh.
Sorry?
We have been so inspired.